Spotlight Plus is the established leading stem desiccant in the market, with activity on leaves as well as very good performance on stems. It's a product that I've been working with for nearly 20 years now and have a lot of experience and knowledge with its performance in a lot of different situations. It's important to those growers who are looking to desiccate their crop.
Site here at Holton Fenside, 1700 acre farm. We grow potatoes, wheats, oats, sugar beet, vining peas and oilseed rape. It's quite a flat area, so we're in a low-lying blackish soil. The blacks tend to be very weedy. We have a low pHs on this black soil, so it's quite acidic soils. It dries out very quickly in a very dry season, so we do irrigate heavily. It takes a lot of managing this type of soil does actually, because it's quite a rangy soil. Potatoes on this farm, skin finish on the blackland is very difficult to get, so we tend to stick with the chipping variety in chipping markets.
Here today we're looking at a crop of marquees which is only just starting to senesce. What we're trying to achieve is an even stem length after flailing. Stems around about that 15 to 25 centimetres, free from as much leaf as possible, so that we've got a good target area to hit, so that the Spotlight has the best possible chance to work effectively.
Spotlight is more of a stem desiccant that really allows the separation of the tubers away from the stems, which is what we're looking for to get the potatoes to skin set quicker.
Carbentrazone is very effective at doing this, and this is likely to be the mainstay desiccant when looking to desiccate a crop effectively. Yeah, good morning Adrian, nice to meet you again. What I'm trying to do is to get the best out of the product by advising agronomists and growers in the best use to ensure that it works effectively and they get the results that they are hoping to achieve. When do you look to bring the crop down?
We will probably flower these off next week, maybe leaving them 48 hours before we put in a litre of Spotlight.
Yeah. What we found is that the higher water volume seemed to give us a better level of overall result, even on flail crops. What we've got here then is a bit of an experiment looking at time-lapse cameras to show the effects of the desiccant over the next 14 to 21 days to show how quickly the product works on the stems. We're probably looking at possibly up to 28 days before you get full skin set, to make sure that when you're harvesting you don't get any scuffing or increased bruising as they go up the web into the trailers. If there's any regrowth occurs, we'll come back in with a further application of 0.6 of a litre. This will stop any further regrowth and then speed up the whole process of desiccation. Every season tends to be different, and this is based on variety, soil type, temperature at the time of application. If we want to achieve good results, we need to understand all these factors to be able to get the level of performance that we want with any desiccant that we use. Hopefully we'll see some good results. So thanks very much for your time, I do appreciate it. Thank you, cheers. So Adrian, we're back in the field again. It looks as though the flail operation has done a pretty effective job. Would you agree?
Yeah, at this point it's certainly cut off the top completely, which is what we want to see before we lift it.
The idea was, when we set up this trial, to look at different ways of seeing how well Spotlight Plus worked. Part of this trial was to look at flailing at different stem lengths. This one on the right here, which is around about 15 centimetres of stem length, compared to this one on my left hand, which is 25 to 30 centimetres. Both have been effectively desiccated. There is no difference in the level of performance that the Spotlight has managed to achieve, and there's no regrowth, and both stems pull out of the ground relatively easily. You can see as I pull these stems up, they're completely detached away from the roots. The other thing that we did was to look at different water volumes. We were looking at 300 litres per hectare against 450 litres. How do you think that has worked then?
Yeah, we certainly saw the difference between the two volumes. The higher volume seems to work better and has worked better than the lower volumes.
The results, as you can see across the field, have been very effective indeed. We've got no regrowth, we've got good stem separation away from the tubers, which is very important because this season where we've had very difficult weather conditions, it's important that we get good harvest, good separation into the trailers and then into store.